All right, hello and welcome. This is our FitEssentials intermediate level class. My name is Shauna. We are here at beautiful Tumbleweed Park, Chandler, Arizona. And we're gonna start down on all fours. We're gonna do some cat-cow breathing, loosen up the forearms, and we have some side planks to get started with this morning. 2 rounds of side planks and some Sumo Inchworms in between sides. So hands and knees, you're gonna turn your palms down, rotate your fingers in towards you, draw your stomach in so you don't overarch that back. And then just gently lean, rocking your hips back towards your heels. And then go ahead and rock your torso side to side. Get a nice stretch for those forearms. Loosen up through the wrist. Very good. From here, turn the fingers in so they face one another. You can interlace those fingers. And now some gentle circular motions. 2 to 3 circles one direction. And then 2 to 3 the other. When you finish those, if you're comfortable to sit back on your feet and ankles, turn the soles of your feet up towards the sky, gently sitting back onto the ankles, nice and tall, and then back of the hands come together, fingers draw down, or fingers point down as you draw your elbows down. So up nice and tall. Let's breathe 3 times here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. And shake it out. All right, we're going to be doing 2 rounds of side plank, upwards of 45 seconds. So Diane, if you want to do them elevated as we've done before against the wall, everyone else that's comfortable to come on down to the floor, we're going to start here in 10 seconds on your left side. So as we come into position, drawing that elbow in, extending the legs, and being that we're working for 45 seconds, we're just going to hold it static. So regular plank, and begin. Lifting up out of that downside shoulder. Ensure that top shoulder's not rolled forward, so make sure you're stacked right over top of the bottom. Chin in, eyes forward. I'll give you every 15 seconds. Breathing as you hold. There's your first 15. You can either have this top arm straight up in the air, hand on the hip, resting on the side, whatever feels best for you. Engaging that downside glute, drawing that chin in. That's our 30-second mark. If you need to come down, take a quick break. If you can come back up. Join us if possible. And a nice little chorus of the birds today. 5 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. All done on that side. Good job. You should be on your left side. Just take note. As we're going to come onto hands and knees in between arms, we're going to be doing what's called a Sumo Inchworm. So wide handprint, place those hands underneath the shoulders. Set your feet a little bit wider than a down dog. And then when you're ready, you're going to start to push through your palms, walking your hands towards your feet. Engage the glutes, stand straight up, and then you'll come back down, walking it out to the top of that push-up with those feet nice and wide, and then push through the hands. Come on back on the second time as you squeeze the glutes, come up to standing, raise those arms up to overhead. Soft bend those knees, walking them out, walking it back. Reaching up, you want to add a little side bend to that. We're going to do a couple more. Forward. Walking it back in a nice stretch for those hamstrings. Kind of linger down by the feet. All right. Set 2 more, but that's our last one. Making your way back down. And coming down. Now you're going to start to swing yourself around for your second side plank or your first time now on your right arm. Starting in 5 seconds. Draw that elbow in, extend those legs. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 45 seconds on this side. Once again, I'll shoot to give you every 15 seconds. Great one if you want to just close those eyes. Looking forward. Excellent. That's our first 15. Keep lifting up, stacking the shoulder right over top of each other. Hips stay lined. Eyes forward. Don't let that head start to creep forward. Drawing that chin in. Good. Keep it rolling here. I can't really see anybody from where I am, so I'm going to come a little closer. There's our 30-second mark. Nice, Jean. Yep. You can always bend that downside knee as needed. Sharon, top shoulder back just a hair. Excellent, Diane. 5 seconds left, everyone. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and roll onto your back or come on down onto your back. We're going to use the end of this series to stretch out that low back a little bit. Rocking side to side with that double knee to chest. And you can bring your arms wide out to 90 and then a 2-knee twist. Both legs come to one side. Gently sweep those legs across, turn the head and neck. Same thing, other side. Oh, fantastic. We have 30 seconds and then we'll be starting round 2 back on that left arm side plank. So take your time with this lower back stretch. Maybe if you want to do about 3 glute bridge, feet flat, knees bent up and down. You have 15 seconds till we start. But I like to use that glute bridge, not just as a good activation for the back of the body, but a little opening on the front. All right, and then we'll make our way onto that side arm, starting in 5 seconds. Left arm, elbow tucked in, and 2, 1. Here we go, round 2. Leading and holding. I want to show you too, you can keep the top leg extended. You can bend down on that bottom leg if you need to. If you can't hold up on the toes, that's fantastic. First 15 seconds done. Plank quite a bit, activate that midline, support that lower spine. Really, not just that lower spine, but all the way up and through. That's our 30-second mark. We're going to be going Sumo Inchworms a second time through as we finish this side. 5 seconds left. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Rolling over to all fours. Nice wide handprint underneath those shoulders. Lift the hips. Rocking back onto those heels and starting to slowly inchworm your way up to standing. Engage those glutes. Add a little side bend side to side as you stand up this time. And you'll reach back down, walking it out. Spreading those hands nice and wide, looking to come to the top of the push-up, and then pushing back to the heels of your hand, rooting down to those legs, all the way up to standing. Maybe on round 2, you want to do a little torso rotation, turning your body side to side. Good job. We have 30 seconds left. Nice straight arms as you come out to that plank. Really trying to let those hips drop down, Sharon. Reaching high, maybe just look straight up, engage those glutes. Probably one more time, about 15 seconds. So we'll transition from the Sumo Inchworm to that second side plank. Nice, good, Diane. There you go, Jean. And then as you come on back down, we have 15 seconds. We'll be starting that side plank on your right side. All right, 7 seconds, drawing that elbow in, stacking it right underneath that top shoulder. And 2, 1, come on up. Shoulders and hips square, eyes forward. And also practice closing the eyes here. Give those eyes a break. Reposition myself so I can see our clock. All right, that's our first 15 seconds. 30 seconds left. Reminder, you can bend the knee of the bottom leg, kind of come onto the knee and leave the top leg extended, or come in and out of the knee plank into the toe plank. There's our 30-second mark, 15 seconds left. Gravity's gonna start to pull you down, so keep those hips lifted, shoulders square. That's 40 seconds, almost there. 2, 1, and resting. All right, we stretched out the low back last time from the back side of the body. Let's come into more of a child stretch this time. So big toes come in together. Walk your knees nice and wide as you reach the arms straight out, and then rock the hips back, bowing the head down. And then a few nice deep breaths into the back of the body and sides of your body. On that exhale, let that chest come a little bit closer to the ground. Breathing in and breathing out. One more time. Fantastic. All right, we're going to come into a down dog. So similar to that Sumo Inchworm, but now I want you to take a little bit of time. Make sure you get a nice stretch those lower calves, pedaling out the heels, draw that chin into the chest. Very good. And then once you get those calves to loosen up, you'll start, final inchworm for at least this part of the session, walking your way up and coming up to standing. Nice job. Once you all get up here, let's grab a drink of water. We're gonna do a couple stretches from standing. We're getting ready for some squatting next with the option of some overhead work, as well as some lunges with the option of a bicep curl. And then our final exercise of this next circuit is going to be 1 burpee and 3 jump jacks. So feel free to balance onto something or challenge your balance. We're going to our quad stretch first. Up onto one leg, grabbing that foot, drawing that stomach down and in, shoulder back. Nice. Breathing here, nice little soft bend in that support leg. Couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, set that foot down. Take note of which leg you're stretching. Let's go hip circles in between legs. Loosen up that lower back, loosen up through the hips. Very good. Circle the other way. Welcome, Amy. Just warming up for our second circuit, walking that second leg in, quad stretch on the opposite side. Yep, grabbing that heel. Good. Just keep a nice little soft bend in that support leg. We're staying tall today. Pulling that heel towards the glute. Good. 10 seconds left on this side. Maybe warming up some squatting next. 2, 1, and release that foot. All right, so go ahead and place the feet about hip width apart. We're gonna warm up a couple squats to get started. I want you to take your hands, thumbs up, straight in front of your body, and then bring your thumbs to your shoulders. So not holding weights, but just pretending that you are. From here, drive your elbows up and forward as you push your knees out, coming down to that squat. And then as you stand, engage the glutes and reach your arms up to overhead. Elbows forward, knees push wide, sinking those hips back, and then nice and strong, pushing up tall. Good, see a couple more. Down, excellent. Good, Jean, Diane, sitting back. Nice depth, good, eyes up. And Sharon, there we go. And reaching to overhead. All right, friends. So for the first circuit, you can hold a nice light weight. I forgot my lighter weights at the house today, but I would be holding like a 5 pounds in each hand. You can also make the fist. We're gonna be working for a minute. Full squat with the option of overhead reach, and then a second squat without the overhead reach. Working for a minute on this first round. So if you'd like to grab some weights, go ahead. I'm just gonna make a fist, pretend that I'm holding some. And 3, 2, 1, when you're ready. Coming on back and down. Again, overhead reach on the first rep. Second rep, you just stand tall. Trying to get all the way down to that squat each time. Eyes up and forward. Breathe and move. This is our first of 3 rounds, but each round is going to get a little bit shorter in our time domain. So we're going to be working for a minute on this round, and then 45 seconds, and then 30 seconds. Nice work. Strong into that bottom. Good. Standing tall. Nice, Sharon. And keep that breathing going. We are halfway through that minute. As you start to get a little bit warmer, if you want to move just a little bit faster. Eyes up, chest tall. Here comes Moose to join the party. Woo! Very good. 15 seconds left, everyone. Keep that breathing going. If you want to just tie him right on there. Hi, Moose.
All right, we're going to stay for that. We kind of got shortchanged at the park.
Okay. There you go.
Where Douglas was there.
Oh, nice. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent job. We're going to be doing some lunging next. If you have a nice light weight to also be doing a bicep curl with that, that's going to be the option. Again, I'm going to make a fist. Don't have those weights with me today, but toes forward. What it's going to look like if you're doing the curl, as you step back, you'll curl your arms in. Those of you that are comfortable with the full lunge, take that knee down, drive that front heel and stand, and we're alternating sides. So you'll curl as you step back, we'll extend as you step forward. All right, everybody, 3, 2, 1, here we go. A minute on this one. Heel planted, front shin vertical, curl as you step back, extend as you step forward. Good. So even without weights, you can still get a nice pump in those biceps, curling those fists in and extending, come a little bit closer. See how we're looking early on. Go a little bit longer step back if you can, Diane. Really nice foot position, Sharon. There you go, Amy. Nice, Jean. Make sure you're not stepping too narrow when you step back, keeping those feet hip width apart. Halfway through, folks. Trying to alternate legs throughout. Good. Back and down, up and forward. Awesome. That's 45 seconds in. Now 15 seconds left. Make sure you have good control of that knee towards the ground. Focus on that front foot, driving down, extending that hip up and through. And 3, 2, 1, and take a rest from there. Good job. No weights for this next exercise. Take a breath, take a moment. And then our next exercise, we're going to be doing 1 burpee, coming down to the top of the push-up. When you're ready, and then at the top, we're going to go 3 jump jacks. 2, 1, and working for a minute here. It's our final exercise. We're gonna have a 30-second break after this one before we go back to the top. Round 2 will be working for 45 seconds each time. 1 burpee, either stepping or jumping the feet up and back, and 3 jump jacks. Woo! Nice job, everyone. Have some fun with it, up and down. Breathing and moving. Try to have your movement be a little mini celebration for your body. Good job. Halfway through, 30 seconds left. Woo! You can also hop up to the feet. Try to come all the way into those flat feet. Floating those hips up nice and high. 10 seconds left. Woo! Back and up, and 2, 1, and rest. Good job. We're gonna take 30 seconds, grab a drink, and then we back up with the squat, the thruster option, squatting without that overhead reach. If anybody wants more of a challenge and you want them all to be thrusters and reaching overhead each time, you're welcome to do that. Starting in 15 seconds. Alrighty, set the feet, slight toe out, eyes up and forward, 2, 1. Working for 45 this time. Into that squat, breathing and moving up and down. Really make sure you squeeze the glutes as you raise those arms high to overhead. We don't want any arch of that low back. Excellent. Practice breathing out as you drive those legs. Standing tall. Awesome. Pushing those knees nice and wide. That's 30 seconds in, 15 seconds left. Keep it rolling. Good. Yeah, practice pushing those hips straight back, Diane. Nice rhythm, Sharon. Yeah, great depth, Jean. There you go, Amy. And 2, 1, everybody rest. Bicep curl with the reverse lunge, reverse giant step is coming up next. Toes forward, chest tall, and here we go. So we're curling as we step back, extending as we step forward. So now I'm going to make use of my single dumbbell, holding it by both heads of the dumbbell, stepping forward, stepping back. Good job. Make sure you don't let that chest fall. And if you're not quite ready to add weight with your lunges, then just make a fist and curl those hands in. Wonderful. 30 seconds in, 15 seconds left. Woo, working that balance, staying tall. Laugh, you mess up, and join us when you're ready. Do 1 more on each leg. And pausing there. Great job, set it down. You were holding those weights, getting ready for our 1 burpee plus 3 jump jacks. Alrighty, and 3, 2, 1, begin. Stepper, float the feet back. You are stepping up, try to alternate. Which foot steps up and back each time. Oops, I forgot the 3 at the top. 1 burpee, 3 jump jacks. Moving and breathing. There's our first 15 seconds, 30 seconds left. Woo! Be playful with it. Have fun with your movements. There you go. Nice and strong in that bottom position. 30 seconds down. Nice rhythm. Great work. Maybe 1 more time. Up and down. And everybody rest. Good job. We'll take 30 seconds. And we come back for this final round. We're going to be working for 30 seconds at each movement. If you're feeling strong on those thrusters, we'll go overhead each time. Otherwise, you're welcome to keep with that same rhythm. 1 squat to overhead, 1 squat without. 10 seconds till we begin. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I just looped it through. that will clip on its own leash. Knees wide, chest tall. Woo! Keep that form strong now as you finish this out. The end of our squatting for the day. 10 seconds left. Nice. Breathing out, pulling down. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Getting ready for your reverse lunge with that bicep curl. Gotcha.
I'm not figuring it out. Why am I not figuring it out?
You're just making it harder than it needs to be. All right, in position in 2, 1, go. Stepping it back.
Oh, I see.
Right back. Curling the arms. Squeeze those glutes and stand tall. Nice. Puppy dog exchange. Raising a puppy in the city. Good, Diane. There you go, Jean. Nice and strong. 10 seconds, crew. Nice, Amy. Good, Sharon. Woo! Strong weights this morning, Sharon. And 2, 1. Everybody rest. We just have our burpees with our jump jack to finish out this circuit. Have a great day. All right. 30 seconds to work. 2, 1. Here we go. 1 burpee. And the 3 stepper jump jacks. Woo! Strong in the midline. You send those hips back. Try to let them drop underneath you. Halfway, everyone. Push that tempo. We're just moving and breathing. You know your body. Final time. Up and down. And rest. All right. Anybody wearing those blood flow bands? Go ahead and let the air out. Let's grab a drink of water. We have 1 set left, meaning 1 circuit left. But we're going to do a nice stretch first. Anyone a little bit lower on energy today, shorter on time today, you can treat this as your warm-up stretch. Cool down stretch, rather. Walk those feet nice and wide. We're going to do our inner thigh opener here. And this is one of our exercises in this last circuit. So if you feel comfortable with this movement, coming into a little side lunge. As you move through, if you feel like you can hold a weight underneath your chin and be nice and strong from here. It's all right, Moose. This will be one of our exercises coming up next. I don't recommend a heavy weight, but it's a good opening for those inner thighs. And you can add a little load to it as well. All right, walk those feet back in. Next, we're gonna do our toe touch. So with those toes forward, draw the stomach up and in, soft bend those knees, drop the chin down to the chest, and then allow your spine to round just gently as you slide the hands towards the ankles. Make sure those knees are not hyperextended. Tuck that chin in and breathe 2 to 3 times here. Good. On that next inhale, making your way back up to standing. And then from here, we're going to do our stagger stance, tricep side bend. So keep your left foot forward, step that right foot back, lowering back onto the heels, raise that right arm straight up. Now ensure you don't lean back there, ribs down, bend that elbow, eyes up. You're going to send those hips forward, lift the chest, and now bend the torso towards that lead leg. Moose, moose. As you're stretching here, see if you can squeeze that glute to that right hip. Coming in and out of it once more, rocking back, rocking forward, lift that head and neck, and then long body as you bend to the side. Wonderful. Shake it out. In between sides, first we're going to go side step arm swing, and then we're going to go behind the back stretch. So you all should have your left leg forward on that last one. Make sure we take note of that so we don't get confused between sides. And now here we go. Wide base stance, ribs down, reach the arms behind you, extend those elbows. And then long spine this time as you send those hips back. Drag those arms up to overhead. Ooh, we got some loud birds this morning. When you're ready, breathing in, making your way back up to the top. Fantastic. And then we'll inch those feet in. Let's balance our body out on the other side. Anchor your right leg down. Step that left foot back. Left arm raises up, chin in, bend that elbow. And now we want to open the hips here too. So hips forward, squeeze the glutes, grab that elbow and long body here as you take it towards your right leg. Breathing in, back to neutral, hips back, hips forward, chin in, lift that chest. Second time through. Ah, fantastic. All right, friends. So coming up next, deadlift. Be our first movement. So the heavier weight you have that you're comfortable with, you want to kind of get those into position. If anyone doesn't feel comfortable for whatever reason picking anything up off the ground this morning, you're welcome to do a little forward bow or a good morning in place of that deadlift. Hey, you cannot be wild right now. Have fun to work. And then we're going to be doing either some dips, a push-up, or I'm going to be doing an overhead press. We did a little bit of overhead pressing in our first series, so if you want to vary it up, you can. And then that third movement will be that Cossack Lunge, that side-to-side opener, option to hold some weight. And we'll end our series with a weighted march. It's either at your sides or up at your chest. That's our final set. Deadlifts first. We're going to be working for 45, resting for 15. We'll start here in about 20 seconds. Moose. Calm it down, buddy. You did not get enough sprints in this morning or what? All right, deadlift first. So go ahead and bring one or two weights over right between the legs. Draw that stomach nice and neutral. Feet wide. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Long spine. Squeeze the glutes. Excellent. So as we bow forward, chin in, looking down. As you stand tall, eyes up, looking forward. Good. First 15 seconds. Let's see how we're all doing here. Excellent, Jean, right between the legs. Good, Amy, maybe just a little bit more knee bend as you come down to the bottom so you don't flex that low back quite as much. So push your knees a little wider. A little bit better. 30 seconds in. There we go. Nice, Sharon. There you go. That's better. Amy, nice. Diane, looking smooth. 1 or 2 more. And 3, 2, 1. Everybody rest. This is our first of 3 rounds. Upper body push next. So as mentioned, dip for anyone that wants. Overhead press or a push up. So I'm going to go that overhead press version. Toes forward, ribs down and in. And here we go. So I'm going to go one arm at a time on this overhead press. At the 45-second mark, will be quite a long interval to go both arms together. So breathe as you move. You can also add a little dip and drive here, using a little bit heavier weights, or if you want to keep those legs moving a bit more. Breathing in as you dip down, breathing out as you push tall. Excellent job. That's 30 seconds, 15 seconds left. You get to where your overhead press dies, just stand tall, hold them at your shoulders. You can even do a little mini march. Otherwise, 5 seconds to go. And 2, 1, and rest. Good. So I'm gonna just hold on to one of my weights. Go into that Cossack Lunge next. So I'm gonna hold the weight right underneath my chin, feet nice and wide, root down to those legs, and when you're ready, it's a little mini side lunge. Gripping those toes down, pushing the knee nice and wide. And then you choose, with your comfort, how far you want to sink into that side lunge. Ensuring that knee doesn't dive in. Chest nice and tall. If you are holding a weight, push your elbows forward as you sink into that side lunge. If you're not holding weight, just reach those arms up and forward. Good job. 30 seconds in. 15 seconds left. Good. Sinking in, good knee position, Jean. Then you need to be a little bit wider with your base. Excellent, Sharon. Good, and rest, everybody. All right, weighted march, our final exercise in this series. So if you have heavier weights, hold them at your sides. They're a little bit lighter, bring them up to your shoulders. 2, 1, and march. We're gonna have a 30-second march, and then we'll have a 30-second transition in between sets. You can go stationary here. If you have some space that you can move around, draw that belly in, keep that chest tall. Awesome. Anyone with the weights to the side, make sure you don't let the weights draw you forward. Instead, rotate the palms forward, squeeze those shoulders back. And 2, 1, and take a rest. Nice work. Set it down, grab a drink of water, 25 seconds, and we'll be back to our deadlifts. So I'm gonna go 2 weights this time, 1 on each side of the body for my last 2 rounds. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, 1, go. Rolling down. Long spines. Pin those shoulder blades back and down. Draw that stomach in and push those hips straight back. Breathing in on the down, breathing out on the up. Stacking those shoulders right over top of the hips as you stand up tall. Fantastic. There you go. Yep. Maybe just a little bit more knee bend as you come to the bottom, Jean. Just a little bit more bend in the knees. Looks great. Over 30 seconds done. Nice, Diana. Keep squeezing those shoulders back. Keep that chest nice and tall. Looks good, Amy. Solid work, Sharon. There we go, Jean. And 2, 1, and rest. Good work, friends. Upper body push. Dips, overhead press, or the push-ups. I'm gonna be sticking with that overhead press. 3, 2, 1, here we go. On the overhead press, alternate arms. Squeeze the booty. We don't want to arch back, so straight up and down. Fantastic. Looking to add that little push press here. And smile. Woo! There you go. Nice. I like the switching from side to side, Diane. 30 seconds in. If you need a longer rest, just hold it here. Standing tall. And get good work by just holding a nice, strong, weighted stance. 5 seconds left. And 2, 1, all done there. Nice. Cossack lunge, inner thigh opener. I'll show it without the weight this time. Those arms reaching out, otherwise 1 weight underneath the chin. Walk those feet really wide. Grip those toes down, and here we go. So either elbows up and forward if you're holding a weight, or arms reaching out and forward. Only go as deep as you feel strong in that knee position. When I really feel that whole foot anchoring down, knee pushing out nice and wide. It's a new one for the weighted position, so come keeping it close on everyone. Good. Jean, point your toe a little bit more forward. The toes aren't pointing out so much, so we want toes pointing forward. There we go. It's going to help the tracking of that knee. Much better. Fantastic. 10 seconds. Good. I mean, 1 more on each side. We're going into our weighted march coming up next, and rest. All right. Take a break. Figure out what you want to march with. We have 2 rounds left. I'm going to do a single arm with my heavier weight here. Stand up nice and tall. 3, 2, 1. 30-second march. So a single arm, I'm going to go 15 seconds on one side and then 15 on the other. Palm forward. Whenever you hold weight on one side of the body, so you can see how my body wants to really lean away. You got to fight to stay tall. Good. There's our halfway. Stomach in, eyes up. Squeeze that shoulder back. Fantastic. All right. 5 more seconds. Keep that pace nice and consistent. 2, 1, and resting there. Awesome work, friends. 30 seconds. We'll be into our final round. Deadlift will start. So the heaviest combination that you feel strong for this last set. 15 seconds. All right, draw that stomach in, toes pointing forward. Final set of deadlifts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Really focus on that long spine position. So as you stand up out of your deadlift, imagine you have a little friend lifting you up from the top of your head, not letting you sink down to your hips. You're like, how tall can I stand? Squeezing those glutes as you pull yourself up. Wonderful. Yep. There you go. Bowing down, standing tall. That position looks fantastic this round, Jean. Nice, Sharon. Keep those shoulders drawn back. Doing well, Amy. You got it, Diane. 5 seconds, friends. Couple more. And then when you go to set that weight down, do it just like you all are doing this right now. Resting there. And pause. Good job. Final upper body push. Dip, push up, or overhead press. 2, 1, and here we go. Recommending that alternating arm on the overhead press. Bringing it right up to overhead. Breathing out as you push. Whichever variation you choose. Nice, smooth little exhale. Good, you can add those legs into it. Woo! Final circuit of the day. That's 30 seconds in, 15 seconds left. Breathing through that burn. Fantastic. Final 5 now. 2, 1, and all done there. Woo! All right, all we have left is the march. We're gonna go a full 45 seconds on this last march. So either 1 or 2 weights. 2, 1, here we go. Shoulders back or elbows up and forward, however you wanna weight your body for this final carry. Tall posture. Nice work. There you go. All right, coming up on that halfway, a little longer for this final interval, and halfway through. Good job. Keep fighting that. What we talked about from those deadlifts. Keep imagining you've got that lift, pulling the crown of your head up tall to the sky. 5 seconds. And 2, 1, all done there. Woo! All righty. Set it down. Give yourself a little pause for your acknowledgement for taking care of your body and for our cool down stretch. Find a doorway, find a wall. I've got a tree here. Making your way. Let's grab a short drink first. We're going to be doing our wall overhead stretch, kind of like a standing down dog almost without the calf stretch. You can also use the countertop for this. Drawing the stomach in. Reach those arms out in front of the chest, pushing against the surface. Soft bend those knees and lower your head between your arms. Breathing in and out of the back of the body. One more breath and then come on up. Peck stretches next. So you're going to anchor your forearm against the wall, the tree, the doorway. Draw the ribs down and in. Stepping that inside leg forward. Lean your chest into it. And then rotate your body away. Turning the head and neck. Keep leaning into that side of the body. Feel a nice opening through that chest. And then feel free to take this outstretched arm. 2 to 3 backwards rotations. Following that hand with the gaze. And come on off. Before we switch sides, we're going to stretch the lats. So you'll need something to grab onto. Turn your thumb down towards the floor, reaching, grabbing on, and then other opposite arm reaches underneath that shoulder. Turn your head and eyes. And now breathe in that outer part of the rib cage. There you go. Nice, Amy. Good, Diane. A little bit more bend in those knees if you can. One more breath. And then come on up. And now we'll make the way to the other side. Peck stretch on that second side. That elbow up to 90 degrees, shoulder height. Anchor that forearm down. Draw the ribs in. Lean in. And then turning away. Take a few breaths here before you add that rotation of the outstretched arm. And then when you're ready, backward circles. Following the hand with your eyes. turning through the head and neck. Very good. And then you'll make your way into that lat stretch, thumb down, grab on, walk back, and then opposite arm reaches under, looking underneath that arm. Good. Breathing there 2 to 3 times, nice and deep. And when you're ready, come up out of that. All right, everyone, as you finish that, let's finish down on the ground. So go ahead and make your way, coming on down, hands and knees, and then we're gonna roll onto your back for a little low back and hip stretch to finish. All righty, so as you come on down, as mentioned, roll onto your back. And we're gonna start with that double knee to chest as we did earlier in the session. Drawing those shoulders underneath you, hugging those legs in, and a nice little gentle rock side to side. You feel like you can go deeper into that spinal twist. We'll go into that 2-knee twist next. Take your arms out to the sides like you're a scarecrow lying on the ground, and then keeping those legs together. Knees come across to one side as you look over the opposite shoulder. Breathing a couple of times, and you'll sweep both legs together and turn the head the other way. Good. Once or twice more each way. We're going to do a few glute bridges next. All right, as we make your way into the bridge, you can either do a regular bridge pulsing up and down, or if you want to get a nice opening for your upper body as well, we'll start to work those shoulders back and down, lift the hips, interlace the hands underneath your body, and now center your head and neck, raise those hips nice and high without any pinch in that body. And we're just going to breathe here about 5 to 8 times. Or you can pulse the hips up and down if you start to get a little catch in your back. Lower it down and raise them up. Kind of lengthen through that lower spine. Squeeze the glutes, invite the front of the hip and the front of the chest to open. Drawing that head and neck down and in, lengthen the back of that neck. And when you're ready, go ahead and release the hands, lower those hips down. Glute stretches next. Extend your right leg straight out, interlace the hands, draw that left shin in, pulling your left knee towards your left shoulder. Go ahead and roll that ankle around a few times. Change directions of that ankle roll. And then we're going to start to take that left knee diagonally across the body towards the right shoulder. Good. If you want to take it into a little bit more of a single leg spinal twist, you can start to extend that left leg and start to bring it out to the side, using your right hand to kind of control how far you go into that single leg twist. There you go. I've got my left arm displaying straight out to the side on that left side. One more breath, and then slowly unwind. In between sides, let's give a little double knee to chest again. And now same thing on the right side. So extend the left leg straight out. Interlace the hands, draw that right shoulder towards the right leg, towards the right shoulder. Ankle rolls. Roll the ankle the other way. And then into that glute stretch, pull that right leg across towards that left shoulder. Open up to the glute to start. Breathing a few times here. And if you'd like, you can extend that left leg a bit using your right leg to take it out to the side. A little bit more of that spinal twist. Right arm comes straight out. 1 or 2 more breaths here. And release. All right, from here, friends, let's go ahead and roll over onto your side. We're going to do a sideline quad stretch. So prop up onto one elbow. Use your hand to grab that top foot. Pulling that heel back towards the glute, drawing the shoulder down out of the ear. 30 seconds here. So great time to go ahead and just close the eyes as you stretch. Listen to all the marvelous birds this morning and feel your body breathe. 20 seconds to go. 10 seconds. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And release. Fantastic. Swing around. Same thing, other side. Pull that elbow in. Bend that top leg. And 30 seconds here. Watch so you don't just droop into that downside shoulder, so keep a little engagement. Once you get that position, feel free to close the eyes. Enjoy Mother Nature here this morning. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And release there. Very good. Hands and knees for a few cat cows. And then we'll finish in our child stretch. All right, so we're gonna breathe out as we softly arch, looking up and forward, and then breathe in, lifting up between those shoulder blades. Draw that chin into the chest. Breathing out, softly arch. Okay, Moose. Just match up to your own breathing. One or two more. And then when you're ready, toes together, knees divide, make your way into a final child's position. For lowering those hips back, bowing the head down. Breathing into the sides of the body. Using this final position as a place to show a little grace for your body. Breathing in some love. Breathing out any stress or worry. Releasing any judgment for yourself, the people, or the pets in your life. Send out love. All right, friends, I'm going to leave you here. Anything else your body is asking for, please take those extra moments. Otherwise, thanks for moving with me, and we'll see you soon.